apologies for the very late review.
Very late
very
review.
busy, but there are reviews coming for Venom, Crimes of Grindelwald, and what else? There's something else we saw.
And there's something else we saw that obviously weren't too impressed with. We can't remember it.
We'll get back to you. But this is a car review of Wreck-It Ralph 2, or Ralph Breaks the Internet, as it's known. Just released yesterday on the 30th of November. Merry Christmas, by the way. It is December, so I can't talk about Christmas. So this is...
We've had our tree up for 3 days.
I've had my tree up for 0 days.
3 days.
So this is Disney's take to the sequel to the incredibly successful Wreck-It Ralph. And this is a long take of it. The story is that really picks up beautifully from where the first one left off. Ralph,
6 years, isn't it?
Yes, 6 years after the incidents of the first Wreck-It Ralph. No new games, a few new games in the arcades, as from what I can see personally, but nothing too big there. But it picks up lovely. You can see their character develop, the lovely relationship that Ralph and Vanellope have. The acting is done brilliantly, but the plot is that Vanellope's sort of bored in her own game. What she wants to do.
Spoiler warning, by the way.
Spoiler warning.
He forgets every time. Spoiler warning.
So she wants to have a new challenge. Three maps is a bit crap for a racing game, I will be honest, in this modern world. So Ralph tries to do like a little off-road circuit, sort of something off the grid. She drives, has a great time, and the driver, the little girl's like, hang on, I'm not in control of this. So they basically fight each other. She pulls the steering wheel off, then it breaks and Vanellope crashes. And then unfortunately Mr. Litwack makes matters worse by putting it back on and then breaking it, and then he has to eventually pull the plug. So they're all homeless. Every single citizen of Sugar Rush is homeless, unfortunately. So they all decided to come into the hotel of Victor Felix. Felix and what's her name? Shows how much we pay attention.
No, not a clue. But
So
anyway, because you're being very, very long-winded,
I'm just telling you what it is.
they plug in this thing called Wi-Fi, which, what did Ralph say? That was quite funny. Must be some sort of marriage game. That was it. That was quite funny.
I like the Pigloo.
Oh, Pigloo, that's
Where he's trying to
fantastic.
cheer Vanellope up.
Look out for Pigloo.
Yeah, look out for Pigloo.
We might come up with our own drinking game where if Pigloo and certain other things are mentioned, you take a swig.
Aye.
But enough of that later. But the main premise: she gets bored, the game gets broken, and they go into the Wi-Fi to buy a new steering wheel into eBay or eBoy. And to buy a new steering wheel, but the steering wheel is £250. So Mr. Litwack isn't going to buy it.
Conveniently, their company went to bankrupt.
So because their company isn't going to buy it, so they go into the internet to find eBay to get this steering wheel. The steering wheel, they think it's a game. They think eBay is a game.
So they just say random numbers.
And so they just keep bidding and bidding and bidding and bidding, and it gets to what?
27,000
pounds.
And £1. Just that £1.
Or dollars.
Or dollars, yes.
Exchange rate applies. And of course, they get to the checkout. They're computer games. They don't know what real money is. So they go to this thing called BuzzFeed? BuzzTube? Bless you.
No, first they see a lovely character called Spamley. I think everyone has been...
Spamley's nice.
Everyone.
I like Spamley.
This is a cast where everyone has voiced brilliant, and every character has a good thing. They have their own different motives, and you can definitely see what they're like and what their style of lifestyle is.
Also,
That's
if you
really
like pop
good.
culture,
yes.
I would say this is the best pop
Twitter,
culture film.
Google, Disney,
This is
Star
the best
Wars,
pop culture
Marvel.
film since Ready Player One.
Absolutely, it's got everything. Literally anything you can think on the internet is probably there, apart from the other things.
Apart from the other things.
It is a Disney film, they can't put the other thing. A little innocent mind can't handle it.
What's other than Disney? They're going to rule the world in several years.
But they see little Iron Groot in there.
Oh, he's so cute.
Poor Stanley.
And Stanley,
May he rest in peace.
if those of you who have heard the very sad news, Stanley is a cameo in this, a very
Disney are basically slagging their own princesses off, which is brilliant, which they haven't slagged off a Disney film probably since Zootropolis, when Idris Elba mocked basically
Just let it go.
Yeah, just letting it go.
No, Enchanted did that as well though.
No, but Zootropolis was released after.
Yeah.
That was recent.
Look out for the pyjamas. And Disney, if those pyjamas aren't released, I'm coming for you.
Anyway, the film. Everyone is voiced brilliantly. VJ characters in BuzzFeed. She's played brilliantly to keep with the trends of the internet. So Ralph wants to bring up his own trend, get the little hearts, the little dollars every heart. He gets the dollar. They're trying to get the money. Eventually, they get it. They get up to $30,000. But in this new game that Penelope finds, it's called Slaughter Race, and is it Shank, voiced by Gal Gadot. Any of you Fast and Furious fans are out there. She's dressed up like that. It's brilliant.
She is cool, right?
And literally they go for a major awesome thing, and Penelope loves it. It's a new world for her. It's challenging for her. She wants to go for it. Ralph has really insecurities in himself. He's confined that he wants to protect her like a daughter, but he just can't let her go. So he's really insecure. He goes to the really dark web with his family, and he gets a virus called Arthur, who basically hides out for insecurities, scans them and copies them into the game to make sure it's boring and, or in this case, broken. So you see, it sees Penelope glitching, it notices it, goes around the whole game. Penelope realises it, and really horribly, they have a massive argument. She breaks Ralph's heart, the little adorable heart that they make, and throws off a cliff. So it breaks, and you really feel sorry for Ralph, because as the little Arthur is scanning him, and it spreads Ralph's all over the internet, and he literally breaks.
He breaks the internet.
But what makes it beautiful is right at the end.
And one thing I really liked was they showed BBC News during this whole Wreck-It Ralph virus.
Yeah,
I'm sure in America you have your CNN and all of that, but here they used BBC News and just little details like that. Little group size details.
We are nitpicking, and there was a little BB grit in there. But yeah, I mean, the really beautiful part is at the end where they're basically arguing with each other. That's Penelope eventually feels sorry for Ralph, and he wants to be a friend, she'll never leave her, but then Ralph realises that he has to let her go. She wants to have new experiences, and that's what being real friends is all about. They want to keep in touch, but she wants to do new things. So all the Ralphs realise that, they let her go, and then they all release in a sense of satisfaction.
Yeah, they stop being a virus and just disappear.
And then Ralph is saved by the princesses beautifully, and it's brilliant. And then everyone at the end, it's all happy in old Disney fashion. It's all proper sad sending off.
Okay, there's one thing in it that we have a differing opinion on. There's a song.
Yes, finding your song.
Right? Now, if you go watch it, I'm not telling you anything about the song, but there's a song. I like what they did with the song. I understand why they had the song.
I like it.
Because they were just taking the mickey out of the fact that they're Disney, right? I don't agree with the song. I don't like the song. No.
It's funny.
So we are of differing opinions. If you see the film, let us know if you like the film. If you don't like
just before we do our review.
Yeah.
For all you fire breathers out there, Imagine Dragons are doing a cameo in it. It's a very small one. They're standing at the table.
He sang.
Amazing.
He sang Zero all the way through the ending.
Origins is now
all
released.
The way through. Yes, we know Orange is now released.
Anyway, so
Dragons, if you want to support him, if you want to give him money to tell everybody how amazing you are, you've got about 6 years worth of pay.
Walt Disney.
That's all he talks about.
Walt Disney, if you're listening to this, if you are,
I want all the pajamas. All of the pajamas.
Nothing else, just pajamas.
Just the pajamas.
Not anything like the rights or anything, or being in a film. So, Wreck-It Ralph 2 breaks the internet. What do you score it? It's definitely better than the first one.
Well, we think it's better.
I really liked it. It is better than the first one. It's more about character development rather than the actual games.
Yeah.
And their relationships. It's the internet.
I